talking about?
What's going on, guys? Welcome to a very special episode of Dave-asbord today. Now, why is it special today? Why is March 31st special? Well, 73 years ago, on March 31st, 1943, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Oklahoma opened at the St. James Theater and would run for an unprecedented amount of time. 2,212 shows, shattering box office records, shattering show-length records, and redefining American musical theater as we know it. It even won a special Pulitzer in 1944 and would start something called the Golden Age of musical theater, which would run all the way up until 1964 with the opening of Fiddler on the Roof. Why Oklahoma, you may ask? Well, just like I said, it redefined theater. It redefined how writing a musical should be. It's the father of modern musical theater. That's why. Oklahoma was the first book musical to fully integrate music and characters and plot all together. Now, before then, music, characters, and plot, they were all sort of individual entities struggling to work together to make a full show. Oklahoma, they all weaved together and worked in perfect harmony. You would have, before Oklahoma, you'd have characters and scenes and talkie. Stop! Dance number, musical, music, song, talkie, scene. Oklahoma, you had characters sitting and discussing and working through an actual conflict that would then transition seamlessly into music. They'd sing the song, they'd work through some troubles, and they would stop and they'd go right back into the scene. Perfect. Oklahoma was one of the first musicals to introduce real-life characters. Characters that were relatable and characters that could elicit empathy from its audience members. That helps because Oklahoma was also one of the first musicals to introduce a villain, Judd Fry. Now, you could also argue that Judd Fry is maybe the first villain of all musical theater. When Rodgers and Hammerstein wrote Oklahoma, they were forcing composers and lyricists to stop being songwriters and start being storytellers and dramatists. Throw away the cabaret variety act and write something with substance. A horizontal song is a song that travels. It's a song that takes the character and the audience somewhere. When the song starts, the character is in one frame of mind. And he sings or she sings, and he sings, and at the end of the song, they're different. They've worked something out. They've realized something. They've become a different person. Their character has developed. Something else that was revolutionized in Oklahoma? Dance. Dance numbers, choreography. It would never be the same after Oklahoma, and what Agnes DeMille did for that show. What DeMille saw in dance is what Rodgers and Hammerstein saw in music. Art. Storytelling. The ability to tell a story. DeMille would see the problem and find a way to incorporate that into the dance and make the characters dance it out, work through their problems. DeMille invented something called the Dream Ballet. A Dream Ballet is an all-dance piece that reflects on the themes and the current conflict in the show. It takes the character on a journey of realization, much like a song does, but no singing. And this Dream Ballet, the invention of the Dream Ballet, opened the floodgates for future choreographers, from Jerome Robbins to do Somewhere in West Side Story, and Imaginary Coney Island in On the Town, and even the Dream Ballet in Fiddler on the Roof. It let Fosse do the Jealousy Ballet in Pajama Game. It even let Michael Bennett in Chorus Line, who choreographed Chorus Line decades later, to do the mirror dance, where Cassie is dancing by herself amongst the mirrors. There's even a Dream Ballet in Avenue Q. Do you see what I'm trying to say to you? Do you see the impact that this show had on musical theater as a whole? Avenue Q has a Dream Ballet. Oklahoma was also the first show to introduce cast recordings. Up until now, the cast would come in and do a couple songs, maybe the highlights, the popular songs to get the people into the theater. Oklahoma brought the entire cast into a recording studio and recorded every single song from the overture to the first number to the number out of Act 2 to the finale. The whole song right there or the whole show, right there in your living room. Who knows if we would have Sondheim or Schwartz or Hamlisch or Strauss or Lin-Manuel Miranda or Andrew Lloyd Webber or whoever, if it weren't for Oklahoma. Who's to say? But it's pretty safe to say that what's going on in Times Square right now would be a hell of a lot different if Oklahoma never raised its curtains. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope maybe you learned something. Don't forget, subscribe to MidCity Productions on YouTube. Check us out on Twitter. Find us on Instagram. And please, check us out on Patreon. We can't do what we want to do without help from you guys. So even if you can't help us right this moment, maybe you know somebody else that can. Spread the word. Have them join the family. And I'll see you next time.